This video is one of the video that I've been thinking about doing for a long time because it's a subject that I've been thinking also for a long time. Today, I'm excited to share finally um, my thoughts regarding that. This one is going to be a jam-packed video, so make sure you buckle up. We're going to start with the question: can we become anything we want? This is the question I've been thinking about for a long time. And my answer to this question is yes and no. But you might say, Rafael, what is about all the go on internet that say we can all become anything we want? Let's start with, before we get into that, let's start with one of my posts about something like that. Our progress will always be proportional to the feedback result we are getting from our action we are taking. However, this take on consideration that we are consistent, doing all we can do, and having the desire to go. To understand that post better, we need to see everything is a series of steps on a ladder to success at something we desire. One Once we have completed one step, we will go on to complete the next one and so on. Therefore, if we take too much time at each step, we will never get to the top because we will run out of time or our interest might fail. We heard and see people come from the lower end and become the top of whatever. They've been able to do that because they took less time on each step along the way. The reason the time we take on each step can be because of multiple things that not in particularly in our control. That's bring the questions. Is success at one interest is only for a select few? First, let's define what I mean by one's interest. For the purpose of this video, your interest is simply something you deeply desire, something you can't ignore, something you feel is worth pursuing above anything else. Think about the person who wants to be a singer or actor or even an entrepreneur. Nothing makes sense to the person to do other than pursue that. To be honest, this is something I couldn't understand why someone would go to type of life, the uncertainty, and not going to the safer one. And until I experienced this myself in 2022, I will talk about this in another video. Now, what do I mean by a select few? Those are the people with a natural gift, ones with the talent who seem to have an easier time to getting results. And finally, success for this video, I'll define it as this: becoming financially free by doing what you desire, getting rich of one's interests. So is success and our passion only reserved for a select few? We can break down in two main groups: the natural, those who have the talents and instinct, a natural way of getting the result in the particular interest. That doesn't mean they don't work as much. Why also I precise the particular interest is because someone can have a natural way with one thing and not in another. So they are the one who has the easier time to climb the ladder. The grinders, those who may not have the talents but willing to put a lot of efforts to reach the result. They know it's taking time to climb the ladder and they have to put more time than expected. It's not necessarily reserved for a select few, but the difference is how much persistence, adaptability, and opportunity we can bring to that pursuit too. Let me break it down. If two people start with the same opportunity and the same access, then what really separates them isn't going to be the talent alone. It's going to be also the mindset, the growth mindset. Do they have the grit, the persistence? Can they stay adaptable when things change? Most importantly, are they willing to practice relentlessly? Because if we adopt or these, we already putting ourselves in a select group. So I highly recommended that we make ourselves in that particular group. So what is my approach to all this? Well, I don't see myself as naturally talented in one particular thing, but I do see myself as someone who are willing to take the action that put the odds in my favor. And that's what I lean on: the persistence, the grit, the practice, the adaptability. Because here's the truth: we don't owe it to anyone else, but we owe it to ourselves to test that can we actually become whatever we want? To see if we show up, we practice, if we give our interest a real shot, what can happen? And also, what is the other alternative? To give up before even trying, just because we think it's only, maybe just because we think or heard it's only for a select few. I'm not going to do that, but I don't think you should go do that either. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow. See you in the next one.